Today, I want to talk to you about one of the biggest myths in digital marketing, that SEO is a one-time effort. Before we talk about SEO specifically, I wanted to change the subject and actually start talking to you a little bit about cars. I think it's a helpful analogy as we think about the value of ongoing SEO versus one time. If you think about a car, you drive a brand new car off of the lot. It runs magnificently, has that new car smell, everything's fine and dandy. But what happens over time if you don't put gas in the car, if you don't change the oil every few thousand miles, if you don't rotate the tires or maintain the tires? Slowly, what happens, obviously, is that car starts to break down. The same thing's also true of things in the digital world. Think maybe about your website. Your website looks great whenever you launch a new version of it, but over time, if you don't regularly maintain that, things like plugins can break if you're using a CMS. Code bases change. Maybe a new version of PHP rolls out, and now your site no longer works. Some of the functionality was written in old code. So ongoing maintenance, routine maintenance is a key theme in many, many areas in life. And the same is true whenever it does come to SEO. If you're not doing a good job of making sure that your site is well maintained, if you view SEO as a do it one time and forget about it type of effort, what ends up happening is you start to slowly see a decrease in traffic. You've got less visitors coming to your site, less leads from your site, less revenue from your site. And those search rankings that maybe you worked really hard to get in that one-time effort are going to disappear eventually. And you're going to be left with bigger and bigger problems the more that you are not investing in SEO on an ongoing basis. So a few reasons in particular why SEO is so important to invest in on an ongoing basis. The first is that people change. SEO at the end of the day is all about optimizing for people. We're looking at what humans are typing into search engines and how do we use search engines to connect ourselves with those people. If we think about humans constantly changing, evolving, developing new habits and patterns, that means that the things that people search for are going to change. How people search changes. What people want and prefer to see on a website that they land on after they search for a particular term changes. At a fundamental level, that's one of the most important factors and reasons of why SEO is an ongoing effort. It's really all about connecting people to your website, and people do not stay the same year to year or month to month. And we want to make sure that we're on top of those latest trends and changes. Something else that we want to keep in mind whenever it comes to why SEO is important on an ongoing basis is the technical side of things. Search engines, much like people, are also changing in many, many ways over time. A website that was perfectly optimized by even a professional like myself 5 or 6 years ago, if it was left untouched from that point, I can guarantee you that it is not performing very well in today's Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo or whatever your search engine of choice is. Search engines are making hundreds, if not thousands, of changes all the time to how they evaluate websites. How they decide what pages to rank for particular terms. And as quickly as technology is moving nowadays, if you are not investing on an ongoing basis, you're very quickly going to be left behind and become obsolete, much like older technology. So as Google changes and develops new patterns, new techniques, so too must your SEO efforts change if you wish to remain at the top of your industry. And my third and final reason why SEO is so important on an ongoing basis, and this is a fun one, is that SEO is just an amazing channel for growth and to drive new business. If you're sitting on the sidelines, your competitors who are aggressively investing in SEO on a monthly or yearly basis, they're going to reap all those benefits from new developments in your industry. It could be a new product or a new search pattern that's out there. Maybe there's a handful of new keywords that people are searching for. Your old and dated SEO efforts are not going to be able to account for those changes, and you are going to miss out on opportunities to grow. I've seen sites that are well optimized have amazing results in terms of new revenue, new leads, increases in phone calls, increases in e-commerce transactions coming into their site from having that good ongoing base for SEO. So that is a big one, and one of the number one reasons why SEO is so important to do on an ongoing basis. SEO done well really unlocks a lot of revenue potential for businesses. And if you're not getting that search traffic, as the number of people who are searching for things climbs more and more each year, you are just going to get further left behind and miss out on all of that growth potential where maybe your company's growing 10%. If you were investing in SEO and you had a campaign that was crushing it, maybe that number bumps up to 12, 13, 14, 15%. It really can be powerful whenever it comes to revenue generation. So if you're ready to get serious about your SEO efforts, give us a call at WebFX and you can learn a little bit more about your particular website and how the value of ongoing SEO updates and making sure that your site is crushing it month to month. We can talk a little bit more about what that looks like for your business and your company. Also, make sure to subscribe and follow our videos here on YouTube. We're always adding helpful content, going over tips for businesses on improving your presence online, whether that's SEO related or design related. Always happy to chat and interact with everybody in the comments.